Stop. 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 Stop.
Yes.
Okay. Again. You keep. Again, this word labor. This. Keep using this word. I don't think it means what you think it means. When I think of myself in your position, I shudder. Says man here to buy slaves? No time to worry about... I forgot that was there. I've no time to worry about what people think. It's hard enough just taking care of myself. Trump 2020. These laborers are the same age as you. It's not just slavery, but child slavery? What the fuck is happening? Remember, there are people everywhere who live this way. Hi. Kids can't come here unless they're the product. Or they're here to buy one. Hey, Harlequin, how's it going? We're just hanging out in the slave market! You think I should not scream the word slave market as loud as possible? I mean, yes. You know what? Okay. Let's unpack. Let's unpack this. It's pretty rough. But you know what? The game is making me uncomfortable. It is addressing this in a way that is like, hey, this is a thing that people think is totally fine. And this is really uncomfortable, isn't it? Isn't this really, really uncomfortable? It is, isn't it? Think about that, why don't you? Even though they are trying to gloss over it with the word laborer. Yes, I came to get a laborer. I like your courage. I don't know what you do here, but have a look around. Go ahead and, like, poke him or whatever.
Are you okay? I'm coming back for you.
I would like to remind everyone that this slave town is called Frisia. Do that, you know. Take that where you will. I am Imus. I was brought here by boat from far off Asia. So we should be surprised that Asia is a thing that exists, but we've already discussed Columbus and the Inca, so, like, Earth established. We are a hunting tribe. When we're hungry, we hunt for food. All of the animal here have fallen victim to an unknown disease. The evil pedal theory is back in play. I am Remus. Our game just... Oh, game. Like, what? Like, hunting game. Wild game. Our game disappeared and we had nothing to eat. We had no choice but to become laborers. We didn't know we would be taken or what would happen. Okay, so I had a brief like blink of a thought of like, okay, this is slightly not as bad if it's like, and again, like still reprehensible, but if they're like voluntary, like we're basically signing up for indentured servitude, so we're taken care of because our way of life was destroyed. I was like, well, maybe that's not as bad. But then I was like, oh, people destroyed their wildlife and their hunting games so that they would have to do that. Like, this was literally a forced choice. I am not saying that those things are not bad, Nova. But they're like a quarter step up from like hunt and capture and sell. Oh, Sam. Sam is the one who wrote the please help, we're slaves letter. We were rescued last night by a man named Eric. Yo! Eric the freedom fighter, let's go! Caught by the labor traders. Being held in a house at the corner of a back street in town. Please save. Okay, gotcha. I'll be back. And again, like this whole story of like, oh, we had no choice but to become indentured servants because all of our we're a hunting tribe and all of our wildlife died of a mysterious illness. That feels big intentional. Big intentional. And in a way, I would argue that's actually worse than either. Like, forceful capture? Forceful capture is, I think, probably not as bad as actually just, like, scorched earth their ecosystem so that they have to come to you by choice. You don't want to lose your lives, go home. Is there a man called Eric there? I've never heard of an Eric. Why do you ask about an Eric? Will, is that Will's voice? Save me! Bonk. That's... Probably shouldn't have laughed at that bonk. Hey boy, be quiet. Let me... Where did he go? I'm thinking up new uses for this flute. Inconceivable! I didn't think you could break down the door. I didn't either. All I did is hit it with a flute and it exploded. It was super cool. I wish he'd been there. Oh. The man ran away scared somewhere. Tried to sneak into the camp to rescue the 3 laborer brothers. I was discovered, now I'm like this. Are you, like, tied up, or... Laborers were forced to work in the diamond mine. Oh, Yeah. Yeah, they sure were, weren't they? Tell you where, please save them. Will learns the location of the mine. All right. There's so much here. There's so much here. Like, holy actual shit. What the hell? Record what's happened. Yes! Leave a record in the hopes that future generations learn and do better. And they will in some ways, but in others they'll be just as bad. Guys, they're doing slaves! Everyone's not safe! They're doing slaves here! It's good to be among friends again. If only I wasn't so sad. My tears have all been cried. This one's not going out in a tweet. This one's going in the Discord. Slavery was like a drug. Slavery was like a drug for the US economy, and the Civil War was our withdrawal period. Well, let's go to the diamond mines. The Civil War was a withdrawal period, and now we're on like a... And ever since, we've been on like a... We've been like on a weirdly like... We've been subsisting on like a replacement drug. Like, we've been on like a Narcan ever since. Or what's the one that they give? I'm forgetting my terminology and the analogy's falling apart, but like... There's like a substitution drug. Methadone, thank you. Yes. Yes, so... Slavery was like a stimulant drug for the US economy, and then the Civil War was our withdrawal period. And now we're off the drug, but we're still existing on like the methadone of racism and exploitation. Thanks, Harlequin, for helping me out with my fucked up analogy. It's the game's fault. There's nothing wrong with liking sparkly rocks. Lab-created diamonds are a thing. Jesse has one. They're cheaper and just as pretty. Diamond Mine is as quiet as a tomb, which seems like an apt analogy. Hill ran down Will's spine when he heard the screams from the back of the cave. Then it's not quiet as a tomb. Also, lizard men. Okay, I thought maybe he would talk. He did not talk. So whips, huh? Really? Just actual whips. Actual whips. Ooh, that's got a little bit of seek on it. My HP is increased. Elevator entrance. Use that door to get to the elevator. No. Okay, so now that I've just straight up voluntarily said no to a red jewel, I'm not really going to check that hard for the rest of them, because we're not getting all of them. Because I ain't no snitch. Ow. I did it. There are 8 laborers, including me, forced to work in the mine. 8 is less than I would have expected, all things considered. Whoa, okay. I mean, on one hand, I understand, like, this is a 1990s video game, and, like, fighting monsters instead of fighting other humans is just kind of the thing. But there is a degree of this that I'm sort of irritated about. This, like, oh, don't worry. It's not the people that are responsible. It's not the people that are responsible for the slavery. It's a secret race of lizard people. Humans would never. Straight up dude is just... like, this is purposeful. This is, like... oh, thanks, actually. Yes, humans have always. But you see what I'm saying? Like... by shifting the blame off onto these, like, inhuman monsters, it lets them sort of, like, it lets them kind of avoid the implications here. Thank you for saving me. As a reward, I'll tell you something. Mine has a secret room. Entrance blends into the wall. Find it by watching for wind blowing through cracks in the wall. Blow the fine hair like yours around, then you'll... That's... Hey. That's a neat hint. That's kind of cool. I like that. But also, now that I know that, I am doomed to have to check every single wall in every single room until we're out of here. Seriously? Seriously? I would like this treasure, please. Oh. My inventory's full. Shoot. I guess I should have dropped off some of the red jewels. Wait, you can use the red jewels? What? Then why do they even show up in your inventory in the first place? What? That's... Okay. I'm really happy for that, and it's really convenient. But, like... why not just have it do that anyway? It's fine. It works. It works out. You can go for an attack power upgrade right around now. I have not needed to use it. Well, okay. Needed to... It depends on what you mean by needed to. We had a boss battle earlier that I died in, like, twice? And I could theoretically have used one there. But I did not mean to do that. But instead, I just trial and errored until I learned the pattern, and then I beat it with that one. But I suppose the real answer to that is we have had situations where an herb would have been helpful. We just didn't actually use one at that time. Thank you for attack power up. Okay. We knocked all the switches down, now what? Did that just open this up because it wasn't open before? Or... no, that's a jump down. It looked like a doorway for a second. I think it's probably just the central. I'm gonna run around real quick, see if... I don't really see anything else that would have opened up. Okay. I didn't notice that the door was closed earlier, so... that's why I wasn't sure. Hi. That strength up was just in time. I'll come back for you. Oh, just that, like, one extra point of damage is making all of this, like, significantly more pleasant. Oh ho! I found it on accident. Just left to die. All right. I think we both know the answer to that. Give you a present. I'm sending 3 red jewels to the jeweler. Thanks. I'm sorry. Oh, hey. You know what? I could use a save right now. And a heal and... no. I do want to save, but clearly we have to... Clearly we have to shift forms first. They would absolutely leave them in there. $100,000%, no question. Guessing we're just going down here. Question. Does Frieden's design scale with Will's, actually? Or does he do set damage? Because I've noticed Will's starting to get stronger, but I don't know if, like, Frieden seems to do, like, 4 all the time. Okay. That makes sense. Something we have to come back and do later? Clearly we have to do something with that. Guess we'll go in here first. I don't immediately see any way to make that viable. Okay. Luckily, the floating eyeball monsters are surprisingly passive. I will take it. Seriously, like, clearing out every room to get a small level up every room is like... I absolutely love that as a mechanic. I think that's super cool. up? Wait, what? But why? But couldn't we have just done that in the... Have a power. Dark Friar? Dark Friar is a dark power that only the Dark Knight Freedom can use. Use the aura power to scorch a distant enemy. Use the attack button to save energy. Oh, it's a charge attack, but for him. Green's power, the Dark Friar, can defeat enemies in places sword can't reach. Okay, I get it. I get it. I get it. I get it. Okay, cool. Very, very clear. Ooh, he glows red instead of green. I'm kind of put off by that not having sound effects, but it looks cool. Like, no sound effects at all? Alright. Defense up. And now we can go up here. Sick.